Hello again, guys. It's Carly from the Poetry of Nice, and I have a sales update video for you guys again. So today I'm going to show you some items from Poshmark and eBay that have sold in the last sort of week to 2 weeks at the most. It's a bit of a shorter video today. I just wanted to condense it a little bit and show you sort of a range of the things that have sold, some of the more interesting things, some of the more sort of general things that I would sell on a daily, weekly basis, something along those lines. And yeah, so let me go ahead and start with Posh. The first thing I'm going to show you is this Madewell sweatshirt. So the brand here, it is Madewell, but it's Miles by Madewell. Here is the label for you guys to see. So this is kind of like the athleisure line, I suppose, or one of them. It didn't have a fabric content tag or unfortunately a style number, which made it a little bit difficult, but not to worry, it's still sold, not a problem. And this is actually one of those items, funnily enough, that has sat in my closet for, oh my goodness, about maybe 5 weeks, something like that, 5, 6 weeks. Lots of likes, all that kind of stuff, plenty of activity around it, but it just never sold despite me sending out offers. So I pulled the listing down and relisted it exactly as it was, and it sold within a day. It's funny how that happens sometimes. Anyway, so it sold for $40 after fees, which is 20% from Poshmark. My sort of net earnings on it on the platform was $32, and then I paid $5 for it at a thrift store, so my net earning in total was $27 on this item. All right, next one. Another Madewell piece. So this I found at a thrift store also. This is exactly the same story as the last one I told you. It was up on Poshmark for about 5 or 6 weeks. There's plenty of likes, plenty of activity, sent out lots of offers, just never got sold. Pulled it down, relisted it, sold within a day. Go figure. So my advice to you, if you have a stale listing, like 6 weeks or more, try just relisting it and starting fresh. You just never know. Don't be afraid to lose those likes necessarily, especially if it's a popular item like a Madewell item. Just give it a try. Okay, so this sold for $45 after fees and a $1.50 shipping discount that went out with an offer I sent. My net earnings on the platform were $34.50. I paid $3.50 for this, which was half price at a thrift store. So my net earnings in total for this item is $31. All right, this is just an example of like a small sale. So these, they're like the broken in J. Crew chino shorts. I personally love these kind of shorts. They're so comfortable. But anyway, they sold for $9, which is not a lot. So my earnings after fees was $6.05, but I only paid 50 cents for these at a rummage sale. So actually my net earning was $5.55. Wouldn't necessarily buy them again because that is not a lot for the time it takes to sort of photograph and pop up a listing. But hey, it is still a profit. And it's a good example to show you guys. All right, so this is one of the kind of things that I really enjoy selling, like vintage items, vintage swimwear, which I'm doing pretty good with right now. So this particular bikini sold for $22. Net earnings on the platform after fees is $17.60. Paid $1 for this at a rummage sale, so my total earnings there is $16.60 profit. Just a pair of shorts. This is Altered State. Let me go ahead and show you the label for this. There you go. This is, I believe, like a kind of a Christian clothing store. We have a lot of them here in the South. And they actually are really expensive in store. However, they don't have a massive resale value or massive following, but these did sell, and they probably sold within like 3 to 4 weeks of listing, so fair enough. They sold for $14. After fees, profit was $11.05. I paid $1 for them at a rummage sale, so my total profit for these was $10.05. Athleta, this is like a rash guard. These tend to do well, I hear, and they had lots and lots of likes on Poshmark. Quite about 5 watches on eBay, but it just was not moving, and we were about 4 to 5 weeks into this. You know, summer, even though we're in the thick of summer now, it is going to be closing out soon. So swimwear, I'm sort of more eager to take some best offers and things when they come my way, and they're fairly reasonable. Someone offered me $17 for it. It was listed at $25. I figured that was fair enough. So after fees on Poshmark, $13.60 was my profit. I actually paid $1 for this at a rummage sale, so my total profit on this item was $12.60. Let me go ahead and show you the label as well. Well, here's the symbol. That's always good to know because that tends to sit on the back of the neck, and then here is the inner label there. All right, this again is something I love to sell. So this is obviously a vintage button-up shirt. This was a woman's size 12. This is an example how I am trying to change up my photos. So I'm using a mannequin a little bit more as well as hanging them. I'm kind of weaning the flat lays down, unless it's like pants or shorts or something like that. However, I'm trying to style them a little bit more for Poshmark. So this is what the shirt looks like on a mannequin. And obviously that's included in there because it's important to know. However, if I was going to wear it, I'd probably wear it with high-waisted skinny jeans, and I'd probably wear it like this. So I figured, why not show that on the mannequin? And I am making sure to put my listing. The shirt has been styled in photos with a tie front and roll sleeves. And obviously including the photograph here of the shirt in its kind of like natural habitat, as it were. But yes, so this is how I'm presenting it on Poshmark. This thing got loads of likes. It got plenty of attention. I was really excited. It's a cool 90s Southwest print. It sold for $20 eventually with the best offer. I was okay with that because I paid 25 cents at a rummage sale. So after fees, I made $16, and then after the cost of goods, $15.75 was my net profit, and this was up for about 4 days before it sold. Just an Empire waist v-neck floral print dress from Bowden. You can see some of the raw edge detailing here. It was really pretty. I thought it was really cool. And it was a good size as well. It was size 8, but you know, not too bad. So yeah, I thought it was really cute. I actually paid $7 for this at a thrift store, which is more than I would usually pay, but I like the style and it's a good brand. I figured I would give it a go. It sold for $35, which is not bad at all. So after fees and all that kind of stuff, my total profit, and after cost of goods as well, total profit on this item was $21. And this sold in about 3 weeks, I would say. These overalls, they were 90s, they were very cool, but they had some distressing, like non-intentional distressing, just from like wear and age and stuff like that, as you can see here on the bottom cuffs. This was the label. I just kind of thought they were neat vintage overalls, or shortalls, I guess you could call them. In my opinion, you just cannot go wrong. If they're cheap, pick them up. That is my advice. I do whenever I find them. These sold for $22 with the best offer. I paid $1 at a rummage sale. After posh fees, it was $17.60. So after my cost of goods of $1, my total profit was $16.60. And again, they were listed for less than a week before they sold. So a nice quick flip there for 16 bucks. All right, on to eBay. I'm not going to do my fee breakdowns on eBay just because it's a bit more complicated to get it exact for you guys with PayPal and eBay combined. So I'm just going to let you know what the item sold for. I'm going to let you know that the buyer paid shipping on everything unless I tell you different, and I'll let you know where I found the item and what I paid for it originally. So these sneakers, these Nike sneakers, sold on auction. I've had these sitting in the garage for absolutely ages, unsure what to do with them. They just needed some cleaning. There's quite a bit of wear and stuff, as you can see there. I wasn't sure if it was even worth taking the time necessarily, so I made sure to do plenty of photographs to show the condition. I do not edit my photos in terms of like filters or anything like that. I try to take it in natural light, like on a white background. So this is propped up on a kitchen chair with like a white poster board from the Dollar Tree in front of my big glass like kitchen door, and that is the lighting that I used for these sneakers. As you can see, it's nice and bright and clear. Care tag, soles, etc, etc. So I feel like using the collages and stuff, I managed to get a pretty good overall feel for the condition these sneakers were in. Anyway, so they were from the 90s, they were from 1996, and they sold on auction for $74.99, which I'm totally happy with because I paid $1 at a rummage sale. So heck yeah, and they went off on the global shipping program. These Tevas, I paid $2 for these at a rummage sale. I actually thought they would sell much faster, but for me, I find the very classic ones, I think they're called the universal sandals, those Tevas. They're just like exactly what you would think of when you think of a Teva, with like the sort of, they're flat and like the canvas straps. These had leather straps and like a slight wedge to them, but they sat for ages. Again, watchers, likers, no one bought. I got a best offer of $18. Paid $2 at a rummage sale, so I went ahead and took that. These I've had for forever. I started the price high and slowly whittled it down as I went. I always had watches, I never had offers. It's been like 6 or 7 months, so someone eventually stepped up and offered me $25 for these. I thought they were cool. They are all suede leather, but as you can see, there are some condition issues. You'll see them as we get like a little bit closer. I'll show you what I mean. You know, there's some marks and stains and things like that. They're not perfect by any means. They have been worn, but I still thought they were cool enough. So I picked them up for $1 at a rummage sale. And like I said, they sold for 25. Fair enough. And buyer obviously paid shipping too. This is just a Banana Republic dress. Here is the label. It is not factory. It is like your classic Banana Republic because there are no dots beneath the wording there. Size 4 tall, and yes, it's just like a kind of a wool blend or whatever it was, sheath dress. I paid 50 cents for this at a rummage sale and it sold for 20 plus shipping. This I paid 50 cents as well at the same rummage sale. This is Skies Are Blue, which is often sold with Stitch Fix, I believe, but it had all this beautiful embroidery all over it. I thought it was very cool. It was a size extra large and like a sort of subtle pinstripe. And yes, it sold for $19.55 on sale. And like I said, I paid 50 cents. This was a really quick sale. So this is a brand, I believe it's a catalog brand. I've never really heard of it before, and honestly it didn't look very promising in the comps. This is the brand Kate, but it was a good size. It was an XXL, lots of beautiful embroidery all over it. I paid $1 at a rummage sale for it, just thinking it was a cute maxi dress with embroidery. Style should sell it alone. It sold in about 1 day for full asking price of $19.99 plus shipping, so I was pretty happy with that. These are just men's Lucky Brand like green khakis. Paid $1, sold for $14.25 plus shipping. Fair enough. These surprised me. I looked at these at a rummage sale and I went away and I went back to the rummage sale the next day when it was filler bag and decided, oh, I might as well stuff them in. Why leave them alone, like behind or whatever? They were in such good shape. So they're Lane Bryant. Like I said, I was kind of unsuspecting when it came to them. I did not think much of them whatsoever. They got loads of likes, loads of plenty of watches, and they sold within less than a week for the full asking price of $29.99. I paid $1 for them. So hey, apparently Lane Bryant, like the trendy shoes, like these kind of like block heels and all this kind of stuff, they did well. What do you know? This is a fleece like quarter zip pullover. Brand is Patagonia, as you can see there. It does have some embroidery with like a panther on the other side. I did not know what school or what team or whatever that came to, so Panthers, it was as far as I could go with that, I'm afraid. But I paid $4 for this at a thrift store and it sold for $30 plus shipping. These I got at the same sale as the Lane Bryant shoes. I've never picked up the Weegens before, but the name did ring a bell. Let me go ahead and show you inside as well. They did have the style name, which is super useful. You can see on the bottom as well, and inside it actually says Weegens. So yeah, they were nice, like tassel loafers. And I paid $1 and they sold for 20 in just a few days, which is pretty good. I also took a best offer for this. This was new with tags, but it was like an old tag and it was plenty beaten up, let's put it that way. It's a 2-piece tweed suit. Lane Bryant, obviously. Paid $2 for $1 for each piece of the separates, and it's sold for 25 plus shipping. Horny Toad, which is, actually this was Toad & Company, which is like the newer version of what used to be Horny Toad. They just changed the branding and the company name slightly. Here is the logo for you guys. This does have a style number on this little inside tag. You can see there's a number, and it also has the name, which is fantastic. This was the Samba Wave tank dress. Makes it way easier when looking at comps and listing. Paid $2 for this at a yard sale, and it sold for $22.99. These boots I picked up for $1 at a rummage sale. I just thought they were cool and they had like the Southwest embroidery. I was not looking, like I looked at comps and I felt pretty confident in pricing them around $50. Someone gave me a best offer of $38 plus shipping just a few days after listing, and I thought, heck yeah, why not? I only paid $1. I think that in fact I know that they were a reseller who bought it from me just from their business name on PayPal. So I went and had a look at their website, and my goodness, their website was absolutely beautiful. So it looks like they bought these for about $40 from me, and they're going to resell them for around $150, perhaps more. But I'll tell you what, the platform that they have built with their website, and they have a brick and mortar store as well, is phenomenal. It was so beautiful to look at that I can see why they would be able to take an item like this and mark it up way more significantly than I could on a platform like eBay or Posh. So honestly, it was really inspiring. So I'm really excited that someone like that bought it. Like, I'm happy I got close to my asking price. I don't mind a quick flip in a couple of days from $1 to 38. I don't feel like I could get 150 for these boots on these platforms specifically. However, they have built a place where they can ask, you know, a higher amount, and I think that's fantastic. So I hope that they're happy with them. Fingers crossed. All right, Talbot's cardigan. It was a good size. It was a 2X. Picked it up for 50 cents at a rummage sale. I don't often think much of Talbot's, but I tell you what, I have been picking up these plus sizes recently, and they have sold so quickly, like 2 or 3 days tops. Sold for $19.99 plus shipping. Pay 50 cents. These were a pretty good find. So I was at this rummage sale, and they had a boutique room. If anyone has ever been to a rummage sale with a boutique room, you know how that feels. You're like, oh, geez. However, my advice to you would be, don't just stick to the boutique room. You don't know all the brands. No one ever can know all the brands. We don't know all the brands, right? So these were outside of the boutique room, in the normal, general, like, peasant shopping area, as it were. Boutique room had things like Tory Burch boots for $80. All the shoes in the peasant room were $1 a piece. So I picked up these Stuart Weitzman. I will show you. There you go. They are like a wedge with suede leather. They were so nice to touch. They were beautiful. However, they did have a few condition issues. So as you can see on the bottom, I could not remove the pen. For love nor money, I just could not make it go away. So I had to disclose it and show photographs, which kind of sucked. And then there's a few small condition issues, like some minor, like chipping and wear here, down here. You know, they were not perfect. I wish they were, but they were not quite perfect. So I disclosed everything. I listed them high. They had watches, but somebody came along and offered me $50 plus shipping. Like I said, I paid $1 for them. I'm happy to take $50, especially when there's some flaws. So that is what I did, $50. This was an Anthropologie brand that I was not familiar with before. It is Luxe. And I don't see it around a lot, but it was a really nice embroidered dress. Again, plenty of watches. It had quite a bit of interest. I paid $6 at a thrift store, and it sold for $24.99 plus shipping. Probably took about 5 or 6 weeks to sell. And the very last thing I've got to show you is just kind of, you know, your everyday kind of sale. But I picked these Nike running shorts up for 50 cents a piece at, it was either a yard sale or rummage sale, I can't quite remember. Took a best offer of 15 plus shipping, which so $1 into 15, not too bad. And they were the same size, so I just lotted them up together. Whew, okay, and we're done. I hope you guys enjoyed that sales video. Yes, let me know what your best sales of the week have been. Let me know down in the comments. I would love to know what you guys find are moving right now. Has July slowed down for you guys? Is it still going? Mine is pretty much hitting the same. Right, it's very consistent every week what I'm netting and kind of putting away into the bank account or whatever. Every week is pretty much staying level right now, which is okay. That's okay for summer. I would like to see it go up, obviously, but I'm just trying to prep for fourth quarter like everybody else. Lots of photos, lots of listings, trying to clear out some of the dead inventory that just has not moved in a year, like flush it out, make some room. You know, it's taking up real estate right now in my storage, so getting rid of it and replacing it with new stock where I've learned better brands and better styles, and just trying to get ready for when those customers come, because I'm sure they will come. You guys are probably wondering about Etsy as well, by the way. It's dead for me. I don't know if anyone else has any more experience with it. Please let me know in the comments if you're selling Etsy, whether it's good or bad or just the same for you. I'm listing the same as I always have, a little bit more actually, trying to pay it some mind. It's just dead for me. It's still getting views, but I'm just not selling anything, so I don't know what is up with that, but I'll keep you posted, I guess, and I'll keep trucking for now, see if anything picks up for me. All right, well, if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you want to see more. I do plenty of videos on here to do with sales and sourcing for reselling, and a few bits in between as well to do with how I run my business on a personal level. And guys, thank you so much for hanging out today, and I hope you had a lovely weekend, a lovely 4th of July, and you have an amazing week ahead of you. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.